Be here, Jeff.
Hey, it's we've never worked together before, have we, Zach?
No, we haven't.
Oh, and we're not going too much longer. Whoa. Wow. Okay. A little rough up here in the booth today as Victor starts off the game with a first pitch ball. Lineup for the Bearcats: Kavinsky, Burkhart, Kazusko, Galasso, Esteva, Vazquez, Bako, Biemender for Fear, and on the mound, Eric Fichter.
So this all it takes. Strike one? Yeah, I know.
What is crooked?
The square on the mound, the insert on the mound.
Oh, yeah.
Fastball taken for ball 2.
Well, we got a new tractor we can work on that with. The new tractor made its debut between games today.
Did very red, not green.
No, Mick looked like a happy kid on a pony up there, you know, riding around on that thing.
Fichter's only his second appearance on the mound this season, only 2 innings, and those were in Florida. Fichter mainly catching this year. A little bit of a spot start today in game 2.
Fouled back, count goes full. Zach, what kind of effect does that have? I mean, he caught game 1, so he's thrown just as many pitches as the pitchers did combined in the first game. Not obviously at the same speed, but he's been using his arm all day so far.
That's a true testament of how good how well in shape Eric is. His arm to be able to come back and pitch game 2, and you don't forget too a 21-20 game yesterday as well, throwing all those pitches back to the pitcher.
Yeah,
he also caught. So definitely a test of Fichter's character. Yeah, and his legs, like Sean's mentioning to us, bending over every pitch. This is
You have to wonder if he's going to have more of a pitch limit today than he would normally. There's a swing and fly ball into center field. Galasso a couple steps back. He's there, 1 away in the top half of inning number 1. Just underway, game 2. If you're just joining us, game 1 went to the Bearcats 9-8, although it wasn't as easy as it could have been. Bearcats were up 8-0 in that game, and then found themselves tied 8-8 until Andrew Kazuska came up with a home run in the bottom half of inning number 6. We're scheduled to go 7 innings here today in game number 2, just underway. And our next batter is Corey Gogelman, and the senior from Fairport, New York, will stand in, left-handed batter against the righty Fichter.
That was a nice job by Fichter. Definitely a good thing to get the first out on the hill. Only 2 innings pitched, like we mentioned, so hopefully he can have a quick inning here in the first and get things underway.
Is that part of the reach-around defense?
Fouled back and out of play. Originally, we had put up that it was going to be Max Henry in game 2, but Max not able to go, and so Eric Fichter
looked like Max's shoulder was getting worked on in between the games of the doubleheader there.
So Max not able to go, and so Eric Fichter called into duty. Steve Bako behind the plate for this game, but I'm pretty sure Bako would have been back there at this game no matter what.
Good mix of pitches thus far from Fichter. We've seen a fastball, good fastball with a little bit of velocity on it. A good changeup. He got Gogelman to foul that pitch off earlier, and that was a curveball.
Popped up. Burkhart back. Galasso and Fear on. Fear calls him everybody off, and Fear makes the catch. And there are 2 out. Nice dramatic catch there by Joey Fear.
Yeah, made things a little bit more difficult maybe than they should have been. Definitely Fear's ball there. Burkhart had a pretty good run back to that ball. Long run for Galasso. Good communication by the Bearcats. And 2 up, 2 down for Fichter thus far. That'll bring up Brendan Socia.
First pitch misses. 1-0.
Socia coming in with a .478 batting average coming into the doubleheader today.
Swung on and a base hit into left field for Socia, so there'll be a runner on here with 2 down. Who's 5-hour energy? Who needed that today?
Sean King needed that.
Sean King needed the 5-hour energy.
That reminds me of Bim Jerger. Maybe Bim's listening.
Is Bim tuned in today? I haven't heard from Bim Jerger yet, one of our loyal Bearcat baseball listeners. Danny Jackson was tuned in today. We've got quite a few people.
First baseman Bobby Hartman stepping in, .396 hitter coming into the doubleheader today. He had 4 RBIs, I believe, in game 1. His ball 1's taken in the dirt. Bearcat outfield very deep, trying to keep the ball in front of them and avoid giving up the extra base hit that could score a 2-out run. Good single by Socia through the left side with 2 outs for Waynesburg.
So both St. Vincent and Waynesburg now 2-2 in conference play.
Fichter looks like he has some pretty good velocity on the ball here to start off the the ball game. Hopefully he can sustain that. Get a couple quick innings.
Our bullpen kind of thin right now after these last couple of days. I would doubt that we'd see Haller again today. I'm not sure really who. Yeah, we're not going to see Maines. I don't know if we'd see Cabella today. So
the only saving
Victor would have been the first guy out of the pen in this game. So
I think the only saving grace to all this pitching is the next game isn't until Saturday. Right. So hopefully the Bearcats can get through this game and lick their wounds a little bit and then get ready to go for a weekend series against Washington and Jefferson.
I would think we're going to see Haller on Saturday.
Yes. Doubleheader Saturday, I believe.
Count goes full now. To Bobby Hartman, the junior from Myersdale High School.
Keith and I were asking in game one where Garrett, PA is, and we've been going with Scranton until we hear otherwise. We have no idea where Garrett is.
Well, Myersdale, I know where Myersdale, PA is, and if Myersdale High School is in Myersdale, PA, then that's down in Somerset County.
Oh, okay.
Which would make more sense for Waynesburg.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll have to relay that to Keith. He's right behind you.
I was going to say, where'd he go?
Full count runner's going to go on the pitch
How's your soccer team doing, Keith?
Oh, we're improving.
Skied into left field.
High.
Fear and Galasso converge. Fear makes the catch, and the inning is over. So in the top half of inning number one, the Yellow Jackets get no runs, one hit. One runner left on base. We've played a half inning. There is no score.
St. Vincent coming to...
Not going to blow the ball by anybody. Hopefully the Bearcats can keep the same approach at the plate, keep things short and simple, and drive the ball back to the yell screen like Coach Janosko always talks about.
A.J. Kavinsky scored 5 runs yesterday. Gotta check the record books for a lot of the things that happened yesterday. Kavinsky showing bunt, pulls back, takes a ball 1-0. Now faking the bunt there, that's going to draw the third baseman in. Maybe he can punch one over his head a little bit. I kind of doubt that we're going to see him actually try to go back to the bunt now. Or, then again, he showed it again, takes a strike, 1-1.
Just a show. Probably going to take for a strike as a leadoff hitter. Just a show. Like you said, bring the third baseman in. That opens up a little bit more of a hole on the left side. AJ, a little bit of a punch hitter sometimes, especially behind in the count.
1-1 pitch, low and inside, 2-1.
Opportunity here for the Bearcats to jump on Waynesburg again. Probably a little bit of a letdown by them coming back, tying the score 8-8. Kazusko home run in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball to first base. Hartman will step on the bag. Jeff, what did you think about that play at first base?
The 3 unassisted, nicely done. I was paying attention. I'm trying to do multiple things here. You know, our viewers enjoy watching these games on YouTube, and somebody has to do that work. So it may as well, you know, I got to multitask here. Somebody has to do something around here. Normally I just direct. Because what is my title? Sports information. Not that title. Shut up, Harmon. Jeez.
Burkhart takes a ball 1.
Aren't you retired yet, Harmon?
Mentally, he checked out a couple years ago.
Keith, our softball security man. Here's the pitch to Burkhart, low and inside, 2-0.
Burkhart with a 3-run homer back in game 1 as part of a 7-run 4th inning for the Bearcats.
He's had a lot of pop on his bat lately.
Yeah, the ball seems to really be jumping off his bat right now. Ever since we've gotten north. 3-0 count now as Coach Janosko looks on from third base.
Thank you, Zach. We got to make sure that one of our sponsors is tuned in. Mr. Fight, are you tuned in today? We have to find out. I know you were earlier, but we got to find out if you are tuned in. There's a walk to Burkhart, so Brad's on 4 pitches.
Burkhart, who was struggling in the walk department, now the whole way up to 5 walks on the season.
Kazusko watches on. 17 straight games.
17 straight games now, I've been let known by Uncle Matt. 17 straight games with sleeves for Andrew, a new league record.
Again, Andrew leading the team in forearm circumference. He'll take the first pitch down low in the dirt, 1-0.
And cowboy hat.
He leads the team in most offensive categories, including nose hair.
Kazusko also leads the team in home runs, the go-ahead home run. That was mentioned earlier in the broadcast, his third of the season.
What I had to say about that at bat.
In between games, he told me that he couldn't let Burkhart be tied for the team lead, so he had to take care of that.
Strike called 1-1. So that was too embarrassing for Andrew. He didn't want Burkhart to be tied with him in home runs, so he had to do that. Okay.
He heard my prediction, so he realized he needed to take care of that.
1-1 the count to Kazusko. From the right-hander, Longo. And misses 2-1.
Good block by Pust. Sosha caught the first game. He's designated hitting. Pust behind the plate now, the senior from Jefferson Morgan. 2-1. Good opportunity to maybe swipe a bag here. Maybe a little bit of a hit and run. Burkhart with a sizable lead at first base.
Guys, Kinger died. Kinger died.
So swing and a miss by Kazusko, 2-2. With Burkhart at first. Burkhart walked with 1 out. Scoreboard operator, there is 1 out. Swing and a miss by Kazusko. 40-foot throw down to second doesn't quite make it there. Didn't quite have the distance on that one, Rexy. And Burkhart in a second with a stolen base on the strikeout.
Center fielder, Zach Galasso.
So Burkhart swipes the base, 2 outs, a little bit of a hit and run there. Kazusko swings through, maybe on pitch over his head, maybe out of the strike zone, but nonetheless, Galasso at the plate.
Now, Burkhart has more stolen bases than you do here at St. Vincent, but I understand in American Legion it was...
This is the other way. No, he
yeah,
is.
that's what I figured.
3 or 4
How
in the
many
season
gloves
out
you have now? How many of those 100 gloves are left?
I still have 100 left.
Still have 100 left. One for every base he's going to steal in college. Okay.
Wait till I get back out there on the diamond.
Yeah, this bronchitis will really help your speed, won't it? So what we're doing, folks, we're looking to set up a charity event, charity fundraiser. It's going to be a 40-yard dash between Zach Bush and Fonzie, Alonzo Vasquez. Keith Harmon is going to run backwards carrying a hamburger. They're going to chase it, and then the winner gets to the use of the oxygen tank at the end of the line.
Did you hear the second
The loser
event?
gets the burger.
Did you hear
there's a second event now.
There's a dunk contest between Coach Janoska and myself.
A dunk contest.
Dunk contest, yeah.
Donuts included.
Rip to right field.
Might be
Right fielder on. Nope, he's there to make the catch. Galasso is out, and the Bearcats are retired. Bearcats get no runs, no hits, a walk, 1 runner left on base. We've played an inning. There is no score.
Left on base after an inning of play.
Proud sponsor of Bearcat Baseball. All right, we've got a comment from a listener. Dave, is this the Dave I used to know from many years gone by? I think it might be. And I believe this must be his son playing for Waynesburg. Now, there's a fly ball to center field. Drifting a couple steps to his left is Zach Galasso, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 2.
4 fly ball outs thus far for Fichter. Doing a nice job filling up the strike zone. Bako calling a good game behind the plate thus far.
Victor's first pitch, swing and a miss by Chilcote.
Outfield pretty much straight away for Chilcutt. Pretty good lineup for Waynesburg that they bring to the table every day.
Looks like the Bearcats actually drew the batter's box. It's half decent this game.
Yeah, it's the pitcher's mound now.
The pitcher's mound's a little off.
A little off center.
A little off center there.
That's because Gerhardt did it.
Popped up.
Come on, Kazusko.
Kavinsky coming out, Kazusko coming in, and Kazusko calls him off. He'll make the catch, 2 down.
Like we just mentioned, all 5 outs thus far through an inning and 2/3 for Fichter have been in the air. F8, F7, F7, F8, F9.
And F-Train sponsorship.
That's right. That's right.
It all ties in.
Railing all your goods.
That's right. And maybe a few bads along the way. There's a foul back. How about our colored man Tyson down there? You don't give him a mic today, but it sounds about the same, you know?
He's our Tyson's old.
The curveball is taken for a ball, and I don't know if you've been aware of this, but the Loonies this year have a new name.
Yeah, it's
Pips Hill.
Pips Hill.
Yes. Pips Hill appears to be congregating out here for game 2.
It appears they're big fans of Zach Galasso.
Yeah, they really like Galasso out there.
Kind of a man crush thing.
Yeah, well, it's that Seton-LaSalle connection.
Fouled over toward the Bearcat dugout. Is that Alex Kazuska making the play, cutting off Dad Britcher? Was that Britcher's ball or was that Kazuska's? I mean, how would you call that? Toward the dugout?
Kazuska can take charge. He was an infielder back in his Teener League days.
Okay. Ground ball through the left side. Biemendorfer got a glove on it, and then it skips away and out in the left field for the base hit.
Take away from Dad.
That's true. You can't take anything away from Dad.
Especially not a donut.
So Adam Horning now, right fielder.
Is it with you and sandwiches?
You just dropped an F-bomb on the air. Good help is so hard to find. We fire Matt, except he really doesn't even work here. That's what makes this so hard.
Ultimate job security.
He doesn't work here. He's not paid. He just shows up. Just because he has the same last name as the head coach.
No relation.
No relation.
Sorry.
Runner on at first, pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Bako. Runner goes back. Bako couldn't get a hold of it, so it is going to go down as a wild pitch. And that's going to move the runner down to second here with 2 down.
Good block originally by Bako. Ball just scooted away with him after it hit the ground. Good base running by Chilcote once he saw the ball heading down in the dirt. Good base running, good eyes there. So wild pitch, it'll be ruled. 1-0 the count. Big at bat here. Adam Horning at the plate.
1-0 pitch on the way. That's also in the dirt. Skips away, and we're going to have another wild pitch. And that's going to move him up to third. So Victor put himself in a bit of a bind here, but at least there's 2 down now with the 2-0 count.
Watch how Horning, I remember this from last year, watch how he twists the bat. Once he gets in the box, hold on. He twists it like a squirrel.
Like a squirrel?
Like a squirrel?
Like a swirl. Watch, hold on. Watch the bat. Eddie Padalecki, he invented the twirl. Look.
Oh, yeah, he's spinning it, yeah. Fouled back.
Fouled back, right fielder.
I hate my job sometimes. Well, it's not the job. It's just my coworkers. It's just the people. This PR job would be much better if I didn't have to deal with people. 2-1 the count from Fichter. 2-1 pitch. Down low, 3-1. Runner at third, 2 down. There's a single and a couple of wild pitches. Put him there.
So Horning up now with a .326 batting average. Pust on deck with a .231 batting average. 3-1 the count.
Neckerman over at third.
Oh, he chased the pitch.
Skied. And Baker comes back, gives it a look, but it's out of play.
A little bit of help there from Horning. Pitch up and out. Chased it and fouled it back. So
Fair ball back behind the press box.
3-2 now, right?
Nobody can get to it.
3-1. Did he foul one before that?
I thought so.
It's 3-2. Well, our scoreboard was wrong, Matt. Which Matt's in charge of the scoreboard?
Dude.
Snoop. Okay. The dude.
The human nickname.
Reaches at ball 4, lifts it to right,
Nice play.
sliding catch by Andrew Kazusko, and the inning is over. So the Bearcats escape that one as Waynesburg gets no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left. Go to the bottom of the second. There is no score. Of the Pittsburgh Steelers steps in. Mike will be interning for the Steelers.
A real internship.
A real internship for a year, starting in May. Mike, by the way, one of the finalists for the Jim McKay Scholarship. Congratulations to Mike. That's a national award.
Is that an academic and athletic?
That would be, you need to be a good athlete and have your academics in line as well and be nominated. You, Matt? No, I don't think so.
Academics are awesome. My athletic prowess speaks for itself.
Matt, D does not stand for dynamite on your grades, okay? That's just remember that. Esteva stands in. By the way, our second inning brought to you by Crawley's Travel Services. Now serving central Pennsylvania, including Hershey. 2-1 is the count to Esteva.
Base hit.
Base hit to left field for the big engine as he'll lumber down the baseline in the first and bring up Speedy Gonzalez, Alonso Vasquez, preparing for his foot race with Zach Bush. Did you see that yesterday against Geneva? He hit one all the way to the fence, and it was in a pretty deep part of the park, and he lumbered in the second.
Well, he said that he thought it was gone, so his excuse was he was trotting a little bit. Then he had to throw it into high gear.
High gear. Really didn't notice the difference there between the trot and high gear.
That's the same way with me. You can tell once I.
We've got some great pictures of you coming around third with the cheeks puffed out. You know.
Well, you gotta blow it out. You know.
1-0 the count to Vasquez, lifted out into right field.
Might be
That's
trouble.
shallow.
Might be
and
trouble.
it drops.
Sniper.
Safe.
And Esteva does make it into second on the slide. He had to hold up. There was nothing he could do. The second baseman and the right fielder converged on it, and then when it dropped, the right fielder kind of tripped a little bit over the second baseman, and that allowed Esteva just enough time. If he doesn't have that little trip out there over the second baseman, Esteva's gunned down at second. Yeah, and there was nothing Mike could do.
Hitting to that Bermuda Triangle, like Keith.
As Keith likes to call it, yes, down toward Bearcat Lake.
That was a bingo.
That was a bingo. That was Keith's bingo. He left and he missed his bingo.
Double was half the
Bako to the plate. Steve Bako shows bunt, lays down a nice bunt. This could be trouble. Pitcher off the mound, throws in time. Nice play by Longo to get him. I thought that was going to be trouble. Bako laid it down nicely between the pitcher's mound and third base. And Longo made a nice play to get to it. Runners do move up. Bako does his job with one out now. Runners at second and third here in a scoreless game as Biemendorfer steps in.
Yeah, good.
I say they're a little easier than Keith did?
Yeah,
okay.
Good baseball there. Bako, nice sacrifice bunt. First and second, you know the third baseman's going to stay. Pushing that bunt down the line, and a very athletic play, like you mentioned, by Longo. Picking the ball up bare hand, throwing it on the second baseman, covering first.
So Biemendorfer will stand in. Biemendorfer, big open stance, but then he'll step in as the pitch comes in. He's going to lift this one into right field. This could be enough to get the run home. It's shallow. And Esteva's going to try it. Here comes a throw, relayed to the plate. Esteva in, and he is out at the plate. So a double play on the fly out to right. Nice relay effort there, and they gun down Esteva trying to score on the fly ball, and the Bearcats are retired in the bottom of the second. No runs, 2 hits, 1 runner left on base. We've played 2. There is no score.
Noah Poster.
Noah Poster lead things off here in the top of the third against Eric Fichter. We're live from Bearcat Ball Field in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Zach, you're from here. Latrobe, which one do you say?
Well, I'm the only person.
Well, let's turn your mic up a little better that way.
I'm the only person from Latrobe that says Latrobe.
Okay.
Everybody else from Latrobe says Latrobe. And another fly ball out.
That is skied as Burkhart will call that one a couple steps out into the outfield grass. Makes the catch, 1 away, 1 pitch, 1 out. I'd like to see that, as we don't want to see Fichter have to throw too many here.
Top of the order, shortstop. Number 2.
Scoreless game here, top third. Each team with a pair of hits.
All 7 outs have come by way of the fly out or pop out. So something you really don't teach as a pitching coach, but you're going to take the outs no matter how they come. And Victor's been doing a nice job thus far.
Well, let's make it another one. And this one, Burkhart gets called off by Fear. Fear runs in and makes the catch. 2 pitches, 2 flyouts.
Good communication by Joe Fear. Brad Burkhart had every intention of catching that ball. Fear coming easier to come in than it is to come back. And Fear calls off Burkhart with a loud, I got it, and 2 away.
The play I've been waiting for you and Burkhart to make, and I think you almost had it down at Thomas More last year, 2 years ago, was the routine ground out 4-6-3 when you're headed toward the hole and you just flip it to him, not with a runner on, just to try to get the runner at first.
I'm going to throw Mike under the bus a little bit. It was a low throw, but Mike should have caught the
ball.
Oh,
okay. So that's so when Esteva watches this later on, he's going to come after you.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, I'll just hide in my room.
Another fly ball. This is deeper into right field. Kazusko a few steps over and back, and a 4-pitch inning for Eric Fichter. And that is going to retire Waynesburg. Quick inning here. We've played 2.5. There is no score. Joey Fear leading things off here, bottom half of the third for the Bearcats. Pitch from Longo. Bunt.
Get there.
And nicely done. Down to second. They're not going to get him. Fear bunts for a hit. Second baseman couldn't make the play in time.
Yep.
Beautiful placement. Couldn't have thrown that ball any better. And Joe has done a nice job perfecting that craft in his game, and especially as a 9-hitter, that can be a very effective weapon to turn over the order. Like Joe's been hitting 9th all season. He's hitting over 400, and you're going to take that every day of the week in your 9-hole.
Kavinsky shows bunt, pulls back, pitches high and away, 1-0.
That was a pitch out.
It was a pitch out? Okay.
That's why it was high enough.
Well, I was just watching Kavinsky.
Too busy making jokes up here.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
That was a pitch up, not out. How's that? Is that all right?
Well, one's on purpose.
We'll see what Coach Knox
2-0.
puts on. You have the inside scoop with the signs right now.
Oh, yeah, you can tell us what's going on.
If I was a betting man, the bunt's not on.
Keith Harmon used to try to tell us what was going on, but he couldn't understand the signs.
Just know the indicator.
3-0 now.
He knew what the indicator was, he just did not know what it was indicating.
He said he would tell guys on first base, just pay attention, something's going on.
And when you'd get on first, it would always be, I haven't seen a move yet. And it would be like the 7th inning, and it'd be like he'd throw over like 5 times. I haven't seen it move yet, Bushy.
3-0, and gets the outside corner, 3-1 on Kavinsky.
The old automatic 3-0 show.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else in the conference besides Corey Gogelman and myself that played both third and second? He switched from third to second.
That I don't know.
Nick Biemendorfer.
Ball 4.
Do you think I could beat him in a race?
Nick Biemendorfer.
Oh, Nick Biemendorfer, yeah.
Biemendorfer, that's right. Biemendorfer.
Biemendorfer.
That's Keith. Keith's not the best with names or words, the English language. He has trouble with the English language once in a while.
We'll see what Coach Janosko puts on in this situation. This is another good opportunity to bunt. They did it with Steve Bako. Might be a bunt for a hit type situation here. Maybe not necessarily a sacrifice.
One of the better bunters on the team, behind Zach Bush. Pitch in the dirt.
Burkhardt, I believe, with I think he has 3 sack bunts on the year.
That's the best.
Does that include yesterday's game? Yes, it does.
Yeah. No, that was his second. His second was in game 1. He had a bunt earlier this year. 1-0 the count on Burkhardt.
He also had a 40-foot double
Yes.
against Juniata. 1-0 pitch. Takes all the way, 2-0.
Burkhardt was born with a silver spoon. He always gets those lucky hits.
I said he was born with board. I was like, never mind.
2-0 count to Burkhardt. Jeff, what do you think about the situation here? Maybe a bunting situation?
Absolutely, Zach.
Burkhardt shows bunt here. Pulls back. Nobody covering third, and Joe Fear will swipe the base. Nice job. The third baseman charging on the plate. Now nobody's second.
And there he goes.
So double steal.
Wow, Kavinsky takes second. The Bearcats taking advantage of some
Speed by the Bearcats.
mistakes by Waynesburg.
And without you in the lineup.
Yeah, I mean, can you believe that? See, that's what happens. They forget about the speed because they see that Zach is up in the booth today.
Right.
So they think we're safe. We can just let this stuff go.
Fear's 5th stolen base of the year. Kavinsky's 2nd.
3-1 now as Burkhardt takes a strike. Wouldn't mind seeing the stolen bases go for naught, though, if we can get the walk and load up the bases.
No doubt. There's your bunt right there, and you don't even need to sacrifice the out for it.
3-1 the count to Burkhardt. Down low, it's a ball 4, and there
Burkhardt
goes
with another
Burkhardt.
walk. I don't know how he does it anymore.
He's almost as good at walking as Sesteva at this point.
He got 6 on the season now for Brad.
Kazusko has 10 walks, Sesteva 8. Actually, Zach Bush with 9. You walked 9 times this year.
I always walk.
Wow. We have such a large strike zone.
Oh, yeah, that has something to do with it.
Esteva, 8 times as many walks as he had all of last season.
Warming up in the bullpen for Waynesburg is number 34, Mike Pavlik, who you said you might know very well.
I do know his dad, yeah. And Mike is warming up, and right now we've got a conference on the mound. Coach Humelston out. And doesn't look like he's going to make any changes now. I think what he's trying to do is just get Pavlik a little more. The ump is going to come out soon.
And like I had mentioned, Longo threw 2 1/3 and got hit up pretty well on Saturday against Thomas More when they traveled to Crestview Hills this past weekend.
I thought Gerhard did a nice job today coming back on no day's rest.
Yeah, exactly. And Gary gave us a chance to win. Unfortunately, giving up a couple runs there, Waynesburg was able to tie it up. And Gary was not the pitcher of record, but a very good start, a very effective start by Gary Gerhardt, and hats off to him. Kazusko with the bases loaded, nobody out, and it hit him.
And there is what is that for Kazusko? That's going to bring home a run. Kazusko has now been beamed for the 8th time this year in 17th game. So he is 1 away from tying Grant Crawley's all-time single-season record, and we've got a lot of playing to go this season. So Galasso now up with a 1-0 lead. Base is still loaded, nobody out. Pavlik continuing to warm up in the pen. Here's the pitch to Galasso. That's up high, 1-0.
Longo's really laboring right now, and this is a good opportunity with the Bearcats. Bases loaded. Galasso, one of the better hitters in the conference, just singling out one pitch, one spot, one speed, a pitch that he can drive in a gap and score a bunch of runs.
Where'd you hear that slogan?
My father, probably.
Down low.
That's coach speak right there. You're always going to hear that from coaches. One pitch, one spot, one speed.
Apparently, we've had no water problems today. Everything seems to be okay on campus with the water.
I wouldn't drink the water because he was the one who was brewing it last night.
Was he?
He was at the filter plant last night working midnight.
Here's the pitch to Galasso. That's a called strike, 2-1.
Giving a little bit off the corner. It's been consistent, though, the home plate umpire switching from base umpire in game 1.
Yeah, did you put anybody in?
He was looking at that front patch in front of the mound and not quite sure where the corner is.
What happens if you hit the plate inside?
If you hit the plate, you win a prize. That happened in game 1.
Galasso pops it up.
It'll be
catching the first baseman, and first baseman calls him off and makes the catch. Galasso not happy with himself there. 1 down here, bases loaded, and that's going to bring up Mike Hosteva. This might be a nice time to go off the reservation for one, wouldn't you think, Zach?
Yeah, absolutely. Mike singled to the left side. I believe it was a changeup from Longo. He led off the second inning with a double, and then he was thrown out 9-3-2 to end the inning in the second.
Hosteva entered the day batting .316. Takes first pitch high and away, 1-0.
And again, as a hitter, Longo's struggling right now. So if you're Hosteva, you're looking for your pitch. Falling behind in the count here, you're looking for a nice fastball in the inner half, maybe across the middle. If Longo makes a mistake, you got to make him pay for it right here.
Burkhardt 400.
Change up.
Strike called, 1-1.
Okay, so not Mike's pitch there. It's 1-1 now. Still in control of the at bat. Kavinsky on third, Burkhardt on second, Kazusko on first.
Longo waits for the sign.
What the hell was that?
Here's the pitch. Fouled back this way. 1-2.
Yellow Pages doing let your fingers do the walking? Suck myself. Yeah, that's what he sucked to me, man.
Pitch is outside. We're going to go full now. Full count to Hosteva with the bases loaded. Base is chock full of Bearcats.
Vasquez on deck.
You pulled a Gilbert.
Are you still broadcasting?
2-2. 2-2 to Hosteva. Fouled back. Stays alive on the off-speed pitch.
Full count curveball there.
I thought it was a full count, and our scoreboard not saying that. Matt Tyson doing his usual awful job running the scoreboard. That's on Tyson. He owns up to it at least.
2-2.
Oh, it's 2-2?
It is 2-2. That's Zach not keeping track.
My fault.
2-2. So Matt Tyson doing his usual excellent job on the scoreboard. Fouled back again by Hosteva. He's wasting a lot of baseballs here.
Good battle here by Mike.
Making the freshman run.
Third foul ball. Coach Shinasa is not going to be pleased.
2-strike hitter.
Speaking of 3 foul balls.
Very foul.
Very foul. Here we go. 2-2. Esteva waits another 2-2 pitch from Longo. Chopper up the middle, slow roller, second baser, shortstop up with the throws on to first in time for the out, but it will get Kavinsky home. So the run will score, give Esteva an RBI on the ground out, 2 down. Runners now at second and third. Bearcat lead is 2-0.
That's a pretty good job by Mike. Had a good at-bat, doing his job, driving in the run. That was the most important thing. Get the run in. Little tapper over the pitcher. Sasawa fielded it, threw it over to Hartman. 2 away, and now a big opportunity for a clutch 2-out single by Vasquez, who has been playing very well in the past couple weeks.
Somebody's in the dugout dressed like it's the middle of winter. I think it's Stiffy.
Nah, it is Stiffy, yeah. With the sunglasses on?
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
Stiffy.
Fouled away.
Matt Maceros is awfully chilly down there today.
I know Alonzo really didn't appreciate the weather yesterday in Beaver Falls.
Not quite L.A. weather, is it?
Muy fresco, he said. Curveball taken for strike 2. Now 0-2 the count on Vasquez. Burkhardt on second. He walked. Kazusko was hit by a pitch for an RBI with the bases loaded. Vasquez 0-2 count. The junior from Anaheim. Really big opportunity here for the Bearcats to break this thing open.
We will have some special guests in the booth on Sunday. We're going to get some guest commentary on Sunday from Fido and Big Daddy, Dave Lyons. We're going to get some former Bearcats up here. Maybe we'll bring up a little grill. And that's what we should do. We should be roasting weenies during the game. That's what we should do up here.
Roasting what?
Bush's hot dogs.
Bush's hot dogs. We'll have some Bush's hot dogs.
The Patula dog.
You might even have a Patula dog up here. Yes, sir.
Sponsored by Pringles.
Might even have you can, if you have a little barbecue, you can make some s'mores with some Hershey chocolate. Crawley could provide that.
Crawley could provide that. He could do that on the tour. And well, as we found out earlier, pumpkin cookies from Nutrition, and just keep Lonagar away from them. And then we could even have Bush's baked beans, which we discovered today. It could be and 2-2 to count by the way to Vasquez.
Stone Quarry has been closed.
The Stone Quarry has been closed. The Stone Quarry is out of business.
Apparently it's passed.
It's time has passed. The time has passed for Crawley Stone Quarry. Congratulations to Grant. 2-2. The pitch is in the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher.
By the way, while we're making jokes, this has been one heck of an at bat here by Alonzo Vasquez, fouling off a couple pitches. He's worked the count full. Just a good at bat. Alonzo's seeing the ball very well right now, and hopefully he can stay within and get a good pitch to hit here with full count.
He's focused. He wants to get in shape for this upcoming event. Pavlik must be warmed up. He has stopped warming up right now. There's no activity in the bullpen, but he's standing down there. Longo getting ready for the 3-2 pitch to Vasquez. Laced to right field. Right fielder over. Makes the catch. Nice play in right. And the inning is over. Bearcats do get 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base. We've played 3. St. Vincent leads this one 2-0.
Waynesburg, nothing. Designated hitter number 5, Brendan Sosha.
Understand if we do decide we want to cook out up here on Sunday, F-Train provides his own meat, so he'll bring that along. Is Mr. Lyons tuned in today?
Does he bring his own meat?
We have to find out about that. 2-0 the score here. Top half inning number 4. Eric Fichter didn't throw too many pitches in the third.
Who? She said that.
That is fouled away.
Socia singled back in the first.
Sosha.
Mike Sosha.
I want to see it.
Remember him back in his playing days. Brendan Sosha, the senior catcher, Pine Richland High School. Top half inning number 4. Lifted into center field. Galasso, a couple steps to his left, makes the catch. And there's one away and yet another flyout. So that is
all 10 of them.
All 10 outs by way of the fly ball. Right around when fight.
23.
Sorry, I cut you off there.
5 straight batters also out by way of the flyout.
Waynesburg has 2 hits on the game, but has yet to cross the plate. Bearcats lead this one 2-0 here in inning number 4.
That curveball didn't miss by much by Fichter.
So what do we see from Fichter? What's in his repertoire?
Well,
fly balls apparently. There's another one, though. This could be trouble. Kazusko chasing down, but Galasso makes the catch. Zach Galasso in right center field came a long way to get that one. Zach must have been shading a little bit toward right field because there's no way it hung up, but there was no way he was going to get there from dead center.
No, that was a very nice play by Zach. The ball definitely hung up a little bit. Good piece of hitting by Bobby Hartman. And like you're mentioning, Fichter really mixes his pitches well. He's got a good fastball. Also mixed in a sharp little breaking ball. It probably goes about 10-4 breaking ball, and he just does a nice job at mixing in a changeup as well. There's that curveball.
There's a curveball right there, yeah. Strike called 0-1.
Birding at the plate for Waynesburg. Flew out to center in his last at-bat.
Here's the pitch, and another fly ball. This one also could be trouble as 3 players converge, and Kavinsky backing up makes the catch, and the inning is over. Yet another low pitch count for Fichter as we have played 3.5. St. Vincent 2. Waynesburg nothing.
Number 30, Steve Bako.
We're in the 4th inning. This inning brought to you by Galasso's Turkey Juice. Bako will step to the plate.
I hope to God nobody Googles that.
Foul away 0-1 to Bako.
No, you said in the hole. You said in the hole.
Dick and all. Bako at the plate, 1-1 to count inside. I'll see if Kazusko's up there. That would, he'd take that one for the team. Cool day here in southwestern PA. 46 degrees right now.
Any clouds in the sky?
There are clouds in the sky.
Some nimbus clouds out there.
Some what?
Nimbus. Nimbus type clouds.
Okay.
Full of knowledge.
Zach's full of something, that's for sure. 3-1 now to count to Bako. Long goes 3-1 pitch to Steve Bako. Ripped to center field for a base hit. Nice to see Steve getting on track there with that one. Bako now 5 for 20 on the season.
Third baseman, number 9, Nick Bienendorfer.
Might be an opportunity to lay down another bunt here. See what Coach Shanosko puts on. Leadoff single by Bako.
Bunt for a dead here.
Bunt.
Pitch in the dirt, gets away, skips forward toward the mound. They chase that one down, but it's not in time as they runner Bako moves up to second. So
again, there's your bunt.
Yeah.
Biemendorfer squared around the bunt, pulled back. Wild pitch. We'll get Bako up to second now, and we'll see if the bunt's still on.
I mean, that really, Puss did a nice job blocking it, but
Yeah.
it kicked away all the way halfway out toward the mound, and there was not much anybody could do on that one. So now you lay down the bunt, you got him over to third. It's a 1-0 count. You got to be thinking bunt here. Biemendorfer showing bunt all the way, pulls it back. It's up high, 2-0.
Pitch didn't miss by much. Biemendorfer pulling back must have been a little bit high. So 2-0 now. See what the play call is here.
Two and 0 the count.
He needs the snoop services.
Popped up.
Get out.
Third baseman comes over toward the Bearcat dugout. He's got a play. Nope, it's on the dugout roof. Dad Butcher over there keeping an eye on things.
Dude, Dad's always keeping things, you know.
What really amazed me was when we found out what kind of snappy dresser he is at the pool when we were down in Florida.
Yeah, Dad. Yeah, he's got a lot of cruise wear. Really nice. It's like
Cruise wear.
like Frank Costanza. Yeah, he's got. Yeah.
Pitch to Biemendorfer. He takes a strike. 2-2. Did not show bunt there.
Big opportunity for Nick Biemendorfer with 2 strikes. Even if he hits a ground ball to the right side, got to find a way to move Bako up to third base. Got to play the small ball type situation here. Even a ground ball to second will do the job.
Just a 2-0 game here. Bottom half, inning number 4, slated to go 7. Biemendorfer grounds it to the left side, though. Third baseman will chase Bako back, throw across the diamond for the out. 1 away. Bako holding at second is going to bring up Joey Fear.
It's a pretty good pitch by Longo. He threw a curveball low and in, and probably was in the strike zone. It was close enough for Biemendorfer to swing, and he grounded out to third.
You can only do it for Fear.
For what? For losing.
Like once I got in deeper.
So Longo has settled down here a little bit. Had some trouble in the third. Set Pavlik back up in the bullpen. The lefty Pavlik working a little bit. Runner at second, 1 down. Fear calls time. Third baseman playing in.
Fear dropped down a base hit bunt back in the first, but it was more of a drag bunt towards the second baseman. I doubt that Joey would be bunting here. The runner's as good at second as he is at third.
No, they play Buffalo.
Turn around throw and threw it into center field.
Good backup.
Good backup. Bako can't get up and move.
Actually, the throw was so bad that it sort of worked out for Waynesburg. That it was so high it went into center.
One hop the center fielder, and he was right there.
Throw was closer to Jerry than it was second base.
It's definitely
Pitch to Fear, shows bunt, takes a strike, 0-1.
He's been charging very hard. It almost turns into a foot race between Sasala and the shortstop and whoever's on base for the Bearcats. And again, charging hard as a third baseman. That's a risky maneuver there for Waynesburg.
Shit.
Ball in the dirt. Taken for a ball. 1-1 now. The count to Joe Fear as it evens up. One on, 1 out, 1-1 count.
Nobody tomorrow.
Oh! You're kidding.
Islanders Thursday.
Then who do they play after that?
1-1, the count to Fear is.
Well, I'm just saying, who do they play after that?
I don't know what goes on in his boots sometimes. Dude, I don't know. That's why they call him the dude. The rug. Did the rug just tie the whole room together? It did.
The rug. Man.
Little chin music to Fear there.
Bad chicken.
2-1.
If he comes to bat, I'll get in the microphone. Shoot up.
Nolan Russell, quite the storyteller, I understand, on the buses.
Yeah, Nolan, he's very charismatic.
Apparently he engages in gladiators.
2-1 the count. Pitches outside, goes 3-1 now on Joey Fear.
All right, now,
Bako at second.
Sorry, Jeff. Now this is a good opportunity. 3-1 Fear. You're not looking to just move the runner up. You're looking for a base hit, something up the middle, something through the pull side. Got to be his pitch to hit. If not, you're probably just going to take the pitch, especially as a 9-hitter in the order.
Pitch on the way to Fear. 3-1 is up high. Ball 4 and Fear is on. So Bako at second. Now put Fear on at first for the top of the order and A.J. Kavinsky.
Coach Janosko has to be very pleased with Joey's season thus far in the 9-hole. Really a productive hitter, a left-handed bat. Draws a lot of walks, gets on base a lot, and he really turns over the order very well.
We're going to have a pitching change. Coach Mike Humiston is out to the mound, and we're going to see Mike Pavlik, the freshman from Belle Vernon, PA. The lefty will come on to pitch as Longo is done here with 1 out in the 4th.
Welcome home, Zach Velasco.
All right, so welcome back. The new pitcher is Mike Pavlik. Pavlik's 3rd appearance of the season, 2 relief appearances, only 2 1/3 inning pitch. Pavlik appears to be a crafty lefty. Not too many stats on him. 2 hits, 1 run. It was an unearned run and a double given up in his 2 1/3. Kavinsky stepping in. Kavinsky is he is 0 for 1. A ground out to first and a walk. Kavinsky shows bunt, pulls back for a strike. Yeah, there is some miscommunication, I think, on bunt defenses by Waynesburg. Trying to overthink things a little bit, I think, here. 0-1 the count on AJ. We'll see if the bunt is still on. Bako on second. He singled. Fear on first. He walked. Kavinsky not bunting. Takes a curveball for strike 2. Lefty on lefty matchup. Pavlik, the freshman from Bell Vernon. 0-2 count now on Kavinsky, the sophomore from Baldwin High School.
Good situation.
Ground ball, right side, base hit. Bako being waved around. Right fielder bobbles the ball. Throw going to the second base as A.J. Kavinsky will drive in Steve Bako for the third run of the game for the Bearcats. RBI single on an 0-2 pitch. A.J. Kavinsky comes clutch and finds the hole between first and second base. Brad Burkhart now up with 1 out, runners on the corners after the RBI single by A.J. Kavinsky. Burkhart 0 for 0 on the day with a walk and 2 walks and a stolen base. Bunt defense is being applied right now, a little bit of a different way of doing it. The third baseman, Tim Chilcote, putting the...
Two-strike hitting there.
It was good.
My life is an acid bath.
Burkhart at the plate.
I wonder why.
Pitch in the dirt taken for ball 1. And I think right now what we're seeing is we alluded to this in the game 1. In 15 starts, Waynesburg had 13 starts come from the same 3 pitchers. So right now the lack of depth from the team, lack of pitching staff depth is really showing right now, I think, for Waynesburg. Pitch swung on and missed by Burkhart. 1-1 count now. Coach Janosko puts on some signs down at first. There might be a little bit of a play on here. My guess is the runner from first is going to take off. As Kavinsky will swipe the bag, his second stolen base of the game. Pitch was ruled a ball. 2-1 count now on Burkhart. Pavlik on the mound. Pitch up and in. 3-1 now to Burkhart. Got to be Brad's pitch here. 3-1. Looking for one pitch he can drive. Here's something in the gap that can score both runners. Speedy Kavinsky on second base. Joey Fear on third base right now for the Bearcats, wearing their black uniforms. Ball 4 is taken by Burkhart. That's his third walk of the game as the bases are now loaded for Andrew Kazusko.
They're pitching around Burkhart.
What just happened?
Thank you for your analysis, Jeff. I appreciate it. I don't know what was said, but I had to step away from the mic for a few minutes, so I don't know what I just missed. But it probably wasn't very good as Kazusko steps up with the bases chock full of Bearcats here in a 3-0 score. Pitch from Pavlik is down low, 1-0. Again, Pavlik really struggling to find the strike zone right now. Andrew in a good situation here where he can pick out one pitch and try to drive it in. Going to have multiple RBIs here on this hit. Bearcats leading 3-0. Pitch from Pavlik, swing and a miss by Kazusko. Hefty hack there by Kazusko. Nice alliteration, Zach. Thank you. That's wonderful. Alliteration aside, I think I'll take my chances. 1-1 to Kazusko from the freshman Pavlik, lefty. Here's the pitch. Just misses inside, 2-1.
Kazusko looks like a banker out there.
Kazusko wearing sleeves today, says it makes him look like a banker.
Could be the tie he's wearing also.
He's got a tie on underneath his uni jersey. Is that what you're saying? Is that what we're understanding here?
It's camouflage.
Ground ball to short. Hot shot to second for 1, on to first. In time, double play gets him out of the inning. Bearcats get a run.
Yeah.
On 2 hits, 2 runners left on, and we'll go to the top half of inning number 5. St. Vincent 3, Waynesburg nothing. Top half of inning number 5. St. Vincent 3, Waynesburg nothing.
That's big.
3-5.
Tim Chilcote will lead off here in the top of the 5th. 3-0 Bearcats. They cash in on a run, but a big double play ball induced by Pavlik to end the inning, 6-4-3.
Somebody's starting to loosen themselves up a little bit. Is that Paul Cabella?
Looks like Paul. Yes, you're right. Gonna take Paul about an hour and a half to get loose.
Does it take Paul?
Yeah, Paul,
okay.
yeah.
I think I can help with this whole Paul Ball thing.
Pan
Popped up out of
situation.
play.
I think you can answer the Pam dilemma. It's panned.
You wore tuxedos to a job to clean bathrooms.
I taste it all the time.
Chilcote flew out to right. A nice diving play, or a nice sliding play by Kazusko back in the 2nd.
Another fly ball. Right
He's
field,
got a hustle.
Kazusko on his horse there. He makes the catch. 1 away.
Again, all outs have been recorded via the flyout. 13 of them.
That's got to be a record.
That'll bring up Mike Neckerman, who singled and advanced on 2 wild pitches by Fichter.
Here's the pitch from Fichter. Low and outside, 1-0.
Again, Fichter just really mixing speeds very well. I think that's partially why. I think a little bit of it is a little bit of a fluke that they're all flyouts, but he's really kept the hitters off balance, and a lot of them are out in front and dropping their hands a little bit. That's Sean Malone joining us, the PAC Tennis Player of the Week.
PAC Player of the Week in tennis has joined the booth here. I wouldn't go that far with it. But 2-0 is fouled outside of 3rd, 2-1.
That ball was hit on the ground, though. First time today.
SVC's finest is out there in left field, showing support. Looking for my car. Who draws that SVC up there?
Neckerman at the plate coming into the doubleheader, hitting just .214 on the season. 3-1 the count now. Victor yet to walk anybody today.
Here's the pitch. And there's the walk. So Neckerman on at first now.
Right fielder Adam Horning.
Bring up Horning.
Throw over by Victor.
Yeah, after a double play. There you go.
Pitch down in the dirt, skips away from Bako.
Guess nobody's eating today.
Neckerman moves to 2nd.
All right, now Eric's at the point in the game where he's got to bear down here. This is the point in the game where, you know, those innings behind the plate might be starting to catch up with him. This is where mental toughness has to come in. 8-hitter up, 9-hitter on deck. Really got to bear down here, get some strikes over the plate, get some ground balls, get some fly balls. Not a ton of activity, like you mentioned, in the Bearcat bullpen just yet, Jeff. I think Alex Kazusko also starting to warm his body up a little bit as Gio Muzica heads down to the bullpen as well.
Yeah, I think
Gio's not going to pitch.
No, he's going to go warm somebody up. Ground ball to short. Burkhardt up with it on to Esteva for the out. And there are 2 away now in the inning with Neckerman over at 3rd.
First ground ball out of the inning. Of the game, sorry. And 6-3 it goes. Horning chasing a pitch out of the strike zone instead of going the other way with an outside pitch. He really rolled his hands over and just hit a tapper to Burkhardt, and he threw it on the first. Neckerman advances to 3rd, and that'll bring up Pust. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, flared in the right.
Things are back to normal.
And Kazusko makes the catch. The inning is over. Victor continues to shut him down through 5. We played 4.5. St. Vincent leading this one 3-0.
After 4.5.
Swing and a miss by Galasso.
Pretty good movement on that fastball there from Pavlik, running back in, lefty
As I
on
say, it
lefty.
looked like it came back in
Absolutely.
at him. Yeah.
stuff they're talking about, lefty on lefty.
0-2 pitch, up high, 1-2.
The sponsors. Lonnie Barbershop?
This inning sponsored by Lonagrove Barbershop. There's a ground ball to second. Takes a funny hop. Second baseman stays with it on the first one away. Lonagrove's Barbershop will ship anywhere. One down in the inning as Esteva will step to the plate.
45, Mike Esteva.
Mike 1 for 2 on the day. A single through the left side. Also an RBI ground out to short.
Pitches high and away. 1-0. Senior first baseman.
One of 2 players graduating from Baldwin High School in the starting lineup for the Bearcats.
Swing and a miss, 1-1.
And again, you're seeing that good movement by Pavlik. Pretty impressed. Nice tail on his fastball. And he had Mike fooled a little bit there.
Shouldn't sport.
Check swing, laid off, 2-1.
Full crowd.
I was just about to say, a nice crowd here at Bearcat Ballpark. You know, braving the elements a little bit. 45 degrees out. It was about 35 to start the first game. It was cold.
Esteva swings, ground ball to the left side. Shortstop backhands. Long throw is in time. 2 away.
The easiest play to go into the hole. Sasala, the junior, transfer from Seton Hill University. Very nice play.
Vasquez.
So Vasquez will step in. He came into today, batting .289.
1 for 2 today with a single and a fly out to right.
Pushing that average up closer to 300. As first pitch high and away, 1-0 from the lefty Pavlik.
What's the name of the high school that they all went to? All the California kids. Cantella High School. Catella. Is that an accredited high school?
We don't know. We don't know much about it. How do you get there?
I'm just giving them a hard time.
How do you get there? Keeps it in something to do with the car. Vasquez rips one foul into the
bullpen or the batting cage. It's not a bullpen. How long have I been playing baseball?
Don't even work here.
Why's that notch coming after pitching notch instead of program?
That's because Gerhardt did it.
Yeah, the notch that comes off the pitching notch.
Field duty day, we tried to do some edging, and Gerhardt was in charge of the mound. He might have been. I don't know.
Still eating down.
1-2 pitch down in the dirt. Vasquez takes it for a ball 2-2.
Really like the way Vasquez works the count. He's a good contact hitter. Doesn't try to overpower any of the pitchers. My type of ball player, really goes with his lunchbox to the at bat, and this is going to be a bad luck play on him.
Yeah, it was a ground ball up the middle. Pavlik got a glove on it, kicked it right to the second baseman for the out. So it's going to be a 1-4-3 on the ground out. Pavlik gets the Bearcats in order in the 5th. We've played 5. St. Vincent 3. Waynesburg nothing.
St. Vincent 3.